Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now let's talk concussion, but before we do, bam. I was telling you this a long time ago, when former WBC champion Deontay Wilder and WBC champ and lineal champ and Ring Magazine champ Tyson Fury were going into their after their second fight. After they had that second fight, for those who remember, the second fight was the one where we saw that the gloves were flapping around, and Deontay Wilder, remember what the mainstream media covered was he said his suit was too big, but we had other things. We thought the water was maybe tampered with, right? And then we saw a video of Tyson Fury not wanting to take the water, asking where's the water from, right? We ignored that. Like I said, we saw the gloves tampered with. So there was a lot going on where Deontay Wilder felt he was cheated. And then you saw Tyson Fury not wanting that third fight, trying to fight Anthony Joshua. It was in that phase, right? And I was telling you, because I was upset. I was like, if I was Deontay Wilder, I wouldn't want to fight Tyson Fury no more. I would want to go take him to court and have an arbitrary court or a jury look at those gloves, look at his past for tampering with his gloves against John McDermott, against who else he was? John McDermott and Christian Hammer. 2 times he was tampered with his gloves in fights, and then other fights, interviewing, Steve Cunningham and others who consider him to be a cheat, right? And then you put in all the other factors that he doped twice, and all those things. The Martin Carefoot, where an old man said he didn't get the wild boar from him, and then the old man was, people were trying to threaten the old man and coming to his house. All of that stuff is affiliated with Tyson Fury. Now, a jury that doesn't care about Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, or anything, just justice, would look at those points. And I was like, I wouldn't fight him. I want that more. But I did tell you guys that Deontay Wilder took that third fight because I didn't say it. I was just saying it because he wanted to do something to Tyson Fury that he can't do anywhere else except for in the ring, right? The K word. And come to find out, yesterday Deontay Wilder was given a interview with FightHype.com, and he said that's exactly what it was. He's, like everybody else, he's like, hey, well, I'm cool with him, but not Tyson Fury because he's a cheat, and I was trying to K-word his ass in that third fight because he truly feels he cheated. And me too, I do too, because he has before. So my point is, at some point, you got to say, hey, man, you've done it 1,000 times before, damn it, you did it again. And we're going to at least check it. A thief can't go, into a store no more without somebody checking him. A child molester has to tell the whole neighborhood that he is a child molester. Do you send your kid by himself to a Catholic church right now? Why? Why you don't would rather your kid stay a week with an inmate in jail than you would with a Catholic priest? Because Catholic priests have shown you that they can't keep their hands off kids, right? We've seen it. So there's a difference now. You're right, shoot, I'm taking my kid to the dude that's in jail. I definitely ain't taking him to the Catholic priest for a week, right? That's because prior instances. It's the same thing with Tyson Fury. Now, people look away for different reasons, right? You look away from crime. Sometimes you can see crime when certain types of people do it, and then when somebody looks like you, all of a sudden you can't see crime. We see that now in our politics, right? We're talking about to the point of where our national security is threatened, but people don't even give a damn. Like nuclear bombs only blows up people of color, and they don't blow up you. So you don't care that an idiot has our nuclear secrets and all kind of other secrets just out wherever he has to. Why? Because it doesn't matter. Because he says certain things that make us feel good. Your economy wasn't better or nothing. Just he makes us feel good. And that is what is happening with Tyson Fury. Normally, if Tyson Fury looked different, he probably wouldn't be boxing anymore. Right? He's just done way too many things. And I ain't even talking about the stuff he says. But it is like that. And Deontay Wilder was at the point where if I go to court with this guy, who knows what might happen? I can legally take him in the ring, right? And try to do what I want to do to him. It didn't happen, right? It didn't happen. Because Tyson Fury's 6'9", 270, and he got a chin, even though he keeps hitting the ground. But at the end of the day, after he hits the ground, what happens? He gets up and mauls your ass. Like I said, from Steve Cunningham to Deontay Wilder. So therefore, take him to court. After court finishes with him, then maybe fight him if he gets reinstated. But now nobody has looked at the facts, and that is not good. But at the end of the day, I told you, bam, that is the reason that Deontay Wilder fought the third fight instead of taking Tyson Fury to court. Now, I don't have a big comment section. People don't comment that much. But I would just like to know this. You know, when somebody does something wrong, do you want them to be held accountable or you don't? Because my question is like that because I'm noticing that in society right now, we can't even meet at the rule of law. And what that's going, we talk about movies called The Purge and all that. That's where we're headed. If we're starting to ignore the rule of law, then that's not good what's going to happen in a few years here. So let's get that together, regardless of what they look like. You feel me? Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all. Bam.